Hey Cancer, welcome to your August 2019 Psychic Tarot reading with me, Stella Wilde. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for August 2019. Your Psychic Tarot reading. Cancers, what is up? How did you guys do in the month of July? I'm filming this on July 26th, so we're a couple of weeks out from that big new moon solar eclipse in your sign on July 2nd. So what new beginning started for you, Cancer? Some personal new beginning started for you. And what did you let go of at that lunar eclipse on July 16th? How are you guys doing? Leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on for you with this energy that you've been through in July. The month of August is very interesting. Please go check out your monthly horoscope if you haven't already done so, because you have powerhouse planets in your second house of Leo and your third house of Virgo, which means you're going to be focused on fresh new initiatives. You have a new moon in that second house of values and money and self-esteem. So you're going to have some fresh new beginnings, very possible with your finances. And when everything enters Virgo, your third house, toward the latter half of August, and then there's a new moon in Virgo on August 30th, you're going to have a fresh start in some sort of creative communication project, in the way you're navigating your daily life. Your daily life could get super busy, Cancer, especially if you're a writer, if you're running your own business, if you're involved with the public in some way. From the 21st-ish to the end of the month, end of August, you're going to be super busy, running here and there, lots of errands, lots of contacts, lots of communications. So really, really powerful month for you. And of course, we're going to dive into the energies with the tarot cards, but that's your astrology energy that you're dealing with. And of course, Jupiter's going direct in your sixth house on August 11th. So there will be a lot of healing energy generated for you guys when that planet turns direct. Okay, in your sixth house, like I said, of health. So, and just well-being. Your sixth house is the house of well-being. You're going to be really feeling like you've turned a corner, especially if you've had like a nagging ailment. I think you're going to find that that's going to start to really turn around for you. Okay, Cancer. So this is a general tarot reading. If you need a personal reading, I do offer them. The link is in the description. I work one-on-one with you via Zoom. Or you can get a recorded reading with me if you prefer that. If you prefer to just write me your question and then I do a video and send you the video link. So we can do it that way too. Because not everybody wants to have a face-to-face. And, you know, I get that. That's fine. So I accommodate people who, you know, would prefer a video. Also, Vimeo extended readings this month. I've been doing them the last couple of months. You guys have really appreciated them, and I appreciate you supporting me over on Vimeo. They're the price of a cup of coffee at your local coffee shop, and they give you additional intuitive information and inspiration to help you manifest your wildest dreams, because that's what it's all about on this channel. So check that out on Vimeo. I dive into the energies that come up in these cards, your love life for singles, couples, and those in a challenging relationship, your career life, well-being messages, and other spiritual messages, including your angel cards. All right, Cancer, I've been really tuning in your energy. I'm going to pull these cards, and let's see what we have. Oh, wow. Well, this is very interesting, isn't it? We were talking about your second house of money, and look what pops up. The Five of Pentacles upside down, which is all about money. Magician upside down, and the Seven of Swords upside down. So some truth has come out about your finances. And what I feel is happening here is that the time of settling for less than is over. You have taken a decisive step, Cancer, to not put up any more with not getting what is do you from all the creativity and honesty that you bring to whatever it is you do in the world. Okay? So this is, a general reading, so I can't possibly say what every Cancer does, but so we're going to pull a few more cards, but the overall energy, and this is the energy I feel you're kind of coming into August with, especially with that new moon in your second house. I really feel like this energy speaks to that. It's like letting go of a type of thinking and acceptance of your current financial status quo. And you may have been fibbing to yourself a little bit as to saying to yourself, oh, that doesn't bother me so much, or I'm not really in it for the money. Well, as long as I make this, I'm okay. So I feel like you're really coming out of this mindset of accepting a certain level of prosperity in your life. And you're going to be up-leveling into changing your mindset and working with your creativity, because this is upside down. So your creativity could be brought a little stronger into what you're doing to manifest what you want. And like I said, you're coming out of this period of where you were just settling, because you've had to get, Seven of Swords upside down is really coming to the truth. The truth of your situation has been revealed, which is they're not paying you enough. They're not paying you enough, or you're not, manifesting, bringing in enough. If you have your own business, you're not pricing your services high enough. You're not valuing, what you have enough. And you're over it. You're kind of over it. So let's see what else we have here. So that new moon is going to be very pivotal for you. That new moon in Leo, July 31st, very important, Cancer, because it sets the stage for you to make some positive steps toward manifesting more abundance for yourself. All right, let's see what else we have here. Okay. And as I've said in other readings, some people don't read reversals. I read reversals because I feel like if they come out reversed, there's a message there. There's a reason they came out that way. This time we have two upright. We have the Prince of Cups and we have the Nine of Wands. Notice the lion here. This is August. This is Leo season. And look how strong and determined this person is. And this is very interesting energy, this combination here. And we have the Hermit upside down. So there has been, some of you have been kind of keeping your intentions to yourself. You've been keeping your cards close to your chest. Some of you have literally been locked away, toiling away on a secret project that is going to see the light of day in August. And it's going to get a very good reception. So some of you have been writing a book and have been locked away writing your book. The Hermit upside down, you're coming back out into the world though. You have been locked away as the Hermit, dreaming, contemplating, scheming, writing, creating, whatever you're working on with your business, whatever plans you have to better your life, which could be, looking for another job. Maybe you've been redoing your resume. Maybe you've been reaching out to people, making contacts. So you've been kind of squirreled away behind the scenes doing all of that stuff. Nobody has seen you very much, Cancer, in July. Okay, you're like, where's Cancer? I don't know. August, you're out. You are out, upside down. You're coming back into the world. And what are you doing? You're making enormous strides forward. This Nine of Wands. Now, the thing to be careful about with this Nine of Wands, in the regular tarot, it's the card where the guy's leaning on the stick and he's got the bandage around his head and he's, a little exhausted. Now, this energy is a little different with this card. You can see this person is extremely focused and determined. Doesn't look like he needs to lean on anything or anyone. So I would just say, pace yourself. But you have the strength and the determination to make your project a success, to make whatever it is whatever change you want to have happen in your material circumstances, you have the determination to make that happen. And this energy is going to carry over into September because we have the 9 here. Now, the wands do relate to fire signs. So, and yes, we have Leo the Lion here, so it relates to August. This is happening in August, but it's also going into September because the 9 is showing up. Okay. And we have the Page of Cups. So this is heart energy. This is emotions. This is poetry. This is a Pisces card. This is flow and imagination. And like I said, whatever you're going to be debuting, whatever hard work you're going to finally share with the world, people are going to respond favorably to it. People are going to have an emotionally favorable reaction to it and to you. This even applies to the idea of you are putting yourself out there with resumes, with networking. You know, people are going to appreciate what you're showing them in terms of, you know, your work ethic, your determination to make something happen for yourself. So this is very, very positive energy. All right, let's pull a couple more cards and see what else we have here. So you're really through hard work. Through hard work, you are really going to be ascending to the next level of your prosperity. I want to point one thing out. Now, this is a new card deck to me, so I'm still looking deeply into it. I see new things all the time when I look at the cards. Notice, can you see there's a snake on this rod? So, and it's wrapped around the rod. So there is a snake in your environment, Cancer. And as we know, the poor snake, right? They get a bad rap. I mean, snakes are about transformation, but we also know there can be snakes in the grass. It could be hidden enemies. So I'm going to look at this 2 ways, this interpretation. This new situation you're birthing into your life is going to really transform your material reality hugely. And it's also going to transform your day-to-day life. So you could be getting the new job. So your job duties, what you're doing is going to be different. Whatever you're pursuing with your creative project is going to take off. So your day-to-day is going to be different. Maybe you quit a job that you already had because suddenly you have an influx of money from your startup company, or from your book that got published, or your app that you got, accepted, or somebody bought your app, something like that. So your day-to-day, this shedding of the skin, a certain aspect of your life is truly over, Cancer. You're entering the dawn of a new reality because of this thing that you've been working on in private, in secret, behind the scenes for a while. Okay? Now, but the other thing is that because the snake is showing up here, not only does it represent transformation, but it represents a snake in the grass. Whatever you are doing, know that it's going to be hugely successful. And as such, you must protect yourself with copyrights, patents, trademarks, confidentiality agreements, proprietary hoo-has, whatever you need to protect your intellectual property, to protect your own inventions, your own, things that your own creations. Because I don't like this magician upside down. There's a liar in your environment. There's somebody who could double cross you. And I'm not saying that to scare anybody. I'm here for you, Cancer. I'm reading the energy because knowledge is power, knowledge is protection. You can take appropriate steps to, make sure that doesn't happen. That's just common sense anyway. When you have, an app, if you have a book, you have a creative project, you have an invention, you want to protect it. It's your property. So make sure you do, because with the snake here, there is somebody who would like to take it for themselves, because it's freaking awesome. Whatever you created is freaking awesome. So you don't want to be left out in the cold with nothing to show for your hard work. So protect it, okay? All right, I just want to mention that because as I was shuffling the deck, I'm like kind of looking down at that card. I'm like, there's a snake there. Let me tell them about that. Okay. But the other thing, important thing to notice too on that card is that the lion is bigger than the snake in the depiction of the artwork. You are strong enough to vanquish any snake in the grass that may be around you. Okay? All right, let's see what else, Cancer. So this bodes very well for big success. It's really the dawn of a new era, I feel, for you. Okay. So the other energies that we have here is we have the Chariot upside down, we have the Tower, and we have the King of Pentacles upside down. So this is very interesting. You're going to be extremely surprised. I mean, sometimes we get very nervous about this Tower card, but we have to look at it in the context of the other cards that we have here and the vibe and the intuition that your reader, which is me, is feeling. This Tower card is actually very good because of the cards that are surrounding it. You have the King of Pentacles upside down, and you have the Chariot upside down. So the situation that has not been moving forward for you, and this is your card. This is a 7. This is tied in with Cancer as well. July. I mean, the Moon card is as well, but so is the Chariot card. So nothing seemed to be moving forward in July with your finances. It was status quo. Things were stuck. Nothing was moving. You felt a little powerless to do anything in July because your project wasn't finished yet. You weren't ready. And let's face it, you don't want to launch something new if you can help it when Mercury's retrograde. It's just not advisable. I mean, you can do anything you want, but you know. So you're going to be very surprised. And we have the number 16. So around that full moon, I'm losing my voice. I've been losing my voice off and on, so just bear with me. That full moon, after Jupiter goes direct on August 11th, we have the full moon in Aquarius on August 15th. So within that time frame, because the full moon is 16, we have the number 16 here. So right around that full moon, you're going to be extremely surprised, big surprise, as to how, again, this situation totally transforms itself. What has been stuck with your finances, with your feeling of being able to create something materially for yourself and have enough funds, is going to shockingly change. Okay? Totally, totally transform. So, very beautiful. Let's see. You're going to have a huge success, Cancer. Huge. Absolutely huge. And it's going to carry into September. It's not just August. It's carrying because of that 9 of Wands that we had. Okay. Let's pull a couple of playing cards and see what else we have. Because remember, the Tower is not always a bad card. People get nervous with it. The Tower is associated with Uranus, which is the planet of liberation and change. And yeah, sometimes those changes can be uncomfortable, but I don't feel they are going to be in this situation. What's been uncomfortable is the status quo, because it's just taken you longer than you thought it would to make the changes that you needed in this thing you've been creating, in this circumstance, in your mindset even. Because I think that's part of it too. Your mindset has shifted. And you realize, Cancer, that you really deserve so much more than what you were settling for before. And that's, that's how it happens. We first have to really make the decision to change and manifest and get clear on what we want and what we don't want. All right, what do we have here? Okay. We have the Commitment card. We have Relatives card, and we have the Sun card. So if you are partnered, your partner is giving you extreme support this month. Very, very nice energy here. There could even be a kind of like a recommitment ceremony for you guys. That's very possible. Very loving, supportive energy here. Alternatively, a person you consider to be like a brother or a sister could be giving you that type of support. There is solid evidence around you that you're being supported also by the spirit world, by your spirit guides, that you're being guided. You're going to see evidence. I don't know how it's going to come about. It's going to be different for every Cancer, but you will get a sign, you will get a message, you will get evidence that they have been behind the scenes with you, working for you to bring you out into the sunshine. This is the Sun card, to bring you into the sunshine after your time of toiling in the dark. Okay, so beautiful, beautiful energy here. Cancer, I'm going to dive much deeper into your month of August by looking at your love life, your career, your money, and your other well-being and spiritual messages. So meet me over on Vimeo. I will see you there. Cancer, you have a great month coming up, filled with major change, transformation of your finances. So very nice. All right, I will see you over on Vimeo. Take care and have a great month. Stella Wilde signing out.